Demetria Lucas, who's an entertainment journalist. Demetria, you're watching all of this. You wrote an article, just a blog last year that I read, where you called him a rapist, and you see these new allegations play out, and you think what?
Well, I just want to be clear that I've never interviewed him and I've never met him, but I've written about him extensively for over a decade now. But I did refer to him as a rapist because very many places, when they're referring to the women who are accusing them, they are women now, but the current accusations, these women are between, 3 of the women are between the ages of 13 and 16, I believe. These are girls. The age of consent in Chicago is 17. These are minors, and it's very important to remember that when you're talking about this, you're not talking about sex between people who just have an age gap. You're talking about people who are not able to consent. It's non-consensual sex, and that is the definition of rape.
I read your blog. And quoting here, you say he knowingly, willfully, and repeatedly had sex with underage girls, and it is not a mistake. What we don't do today is brush off the sexual abuse of teenagers as a mere imperfection. You sounded quite angry back then, and I can imagine right now.
Yes, rightfully so. The idea that this man has been able to get away with this for 20 years that we know of. You know, these allegations began in the Chicago Sun-Times very long ago. Vibe ran, you know, the forged marriage license to an underage Aaliyah. You know, The Root has been talking about it. Essence has been talking about it. Everyone has been talking about it for a good 20 years, and nothing was done. So absolutely, I was outraged, along with many other people who were appalled that he's been allowed to remain free despite all of these allegations of him committing crimes against young girls.
Are you amazed at how quickly all of this came together? You had the docuseries that aired in January, and all of a sudden, R. Kelly indicted on 10 counts.
You know, I wouldn't say it just came together. I think, you know, there's been tireless work by people over the years who have continued to bring information about R. Kelly to the forefront, so it never just slipped too far to the side. But the documentary at the beginning of the year, absolutely, Dream Hampton did an amazing job. She brought it back to the forefront, and it got in front of the right people who said, this time, we're not going to brush it on the rug. This time, we're going to do something. We're going to protect these young girls who have been victims of R. Kelly.
All right. Well, our thanks to all of you, Demetria Lucas, Yudit Tudali, and Katie Fang, who's there with us. We're going to continue to monitor the image there.